Yo, what is up, guys? So we're here to show off the new archetype that's all about the zombie synchros. This is the Mayakashi. In fact, they got so many new cards, I didn't even get to make a video on it, and you guys already sent it in, so shout out to Magus for this one. But anyways, new zombie synchro archetype. Let's go ahead and check out what they do and see if they are any good. But anyways, looks like we're seeing Endanger Dark Worlds. That's actually a really popular deck because Dark World, at one point, it was a very meta deck, and I'm sure a lot of people have them laying around. And then the new Danger archetype, it's all about discarding cards, but it's a little bit random. Alright, so we're making our first Synchro over here. Well, I guess we're going to use that as a stepping stone. Alright, so let's go check out this new card. We'll go over all of the effects when we got over a overview of the entire deck with the deck profile here. But I'm really interested to see what this deck does. So this is Skeleton Mayakashi, Gasha Dokuro. So, anyways, he requires 1 tuner and 1+ non-tuner monsters. You can only control 1 skeleton, Mayakashi, and then it says you can only use each effect of it once per turn. So, the first effect says, if a link monster is destroyed by battle or by an opponent's card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you have to banish 1 other zombie monster from your graveyard, and if you do, special summon this card. It's got 3,300 attack too. Oh, it looks like we're going completely off, man. I can't commentate fast enough, but obviously you guys will see it in the background for it, the gameplay. But the other effect is, if this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can make this face-up card unaffected by other card effects this turn. Alright, so this is, I guess, a link-oriented deck. We're going for the Icicle Mayakashi. Okay, there's a lot of cards, but it looks like you're able to go for some synchros and some links pretty fast. But I'm kind of interested to see what else the deck can do. Oh, okay, what the heck is this? Ojama? Okay, I've seen this deck before. I've actually seen a lot of ABC mixed in. Is this the ABC variant? No, it's just... Okay, just the Ojama, invoked Ojamas. Okay, interesting mix-up. Anyways, you see 1/1 activated, but the Ojama party is going to be activated. So, we're going to go 1/1 for the Winged Mayakashi Hajun. So, Hajun has the effect when it's normal or special, you can special 1 Mayakashi monster from your deck except for itself. You can only use this effect once per turn, and you can't special summon monsters from the extra deck except for Mayakashi monsters. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good card. Alright, next up we're making the train over here. Okay, well, I guess it was just used as a stepping stone. Dude, this deck is all about... Okay, so every time this... Dude, this card is actually kind of broken. Whenever anything is special summoned, you could have just special summoned this card for free? Okay, it says, when a Mayakashi monster special summoned from the extra deck. So everything is a stepping stone. Wow, that is Daki's effect. So, I mean, the card seems pretty good. And it doesn't even, like, banish itself. Not even a once per turn. Not even banish. Dude, they got a free level eater? Like, what? Okay, so it looks like they're making that one card once again where it's like, if a link monster is destroyed by battle while it's in your graveyard, just summon it. Okay, so this is the Rickshaw Mayakashi Shafu. So Shafu has the effect, when it's no more special, you can target 1 Mayakashi monster in graveyard, except for itself, and special summon it, but it negates its effects. Obviously, if the card has the effect where it can come back in the graveyard, it doesn't really matter. But that's actually pretty interesting. So, I guess all of them have that effect where it's like you have to go for Mayakashis. So, if you activate this effect, you can only go for Mayakashis. Okay, that one was actually pretty fast, but dude, that card Daki is just insane. Let's go ahead and swap over. So, it looks like we're seeing it up against Lightsworn. Let's see. Oh, he drew triple wolves. That poor guy, dude. That poor guy. All right, but he's still infinite and permanent's going to be activated. But he still has a Trick Clown, and that's still going to have its effect negated. But does he have 4 Lightsworn? That's the question. Yeah, dude. Oh, he's playing Tamiya's build. That build, I mean, it's more just for fan service, but looks like that card over here. So Yasha lets you discard 1 to special summon it. Dude, this card is insane. Like, it really is. Like, Daki just, oh, you special, it just lets you go into whatever you want. You can go from anything into the big boss monster. Somehow I feel like this card can open up a lot of loops. I think with Destrudo, you might be able to, because it doesn't actually say zombies. So, what you could potentially do with this deck is convert everything to fairies, and you could maybe use Athena to actually FTK your opponent. Video topic for another day. I think I might build that, or if someone wants to build it, send me a replay. I mean, like, there's no limit to how many times you can special summon this card. All you would have to do is reduce that card's level, and then just use it all over again. That's insane. Anyways, well, we got a lot more cards to check out for the archetypes, so let's go ahead and kind of talk a little about them while, of course, the gameplay is going on. So, yeah, Hajun lets you summon another one. And everything else is just a stepping stone to make the other card. Okay, so they have more synchros, although we're not even really using any synchros. All we're doing is making the big boss monster over and over, and then you get this card for free, and it has 1,000 attack. Dude, that's not bad, but it's just like, it's very linear. Maybe some of the other monsters can do other effects. But we'll go over it when we go to the deck pool. I guess that was it. Like, just game over already. So it looks like this one is this gets... You know what? They're actually going to give this deck more support. It was in an OCG article, but they didn't show off the card, so I didn't make a video on it. But they are going to give Blacklustre Soldier more support in the future. And oh, this is the Buster Plater. Yeah, I guess this one. But they are giving BLS support. Although I think is he playing both in a minute? It looks like a kaiju. He's struggling or evenly matched. Alright, so it looks like all this deck is doing is just making this card. But they do have other cards, so what does this one do? So the Winged Mayakashi Tengu has an effective if so its requirements are 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. You can only control one of it, and you can only use each effect of it once per turn. So the first effect is if you synchro summon monsters whose original level is 9 is destroyed by battle by opponent's card effect. While this card is in your graveyard, you get to banish another zombie and then special summon it. Okay, so maybe they all kind of come back in their own way. But if this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you get to destroy one spell trap card your opponent controls. Yo, that is actually really good. Not only does that work well with just using like this card over, but you can have 4 monster reborns in zombies because Book of Life counts. You obviously have a regular reborn. In fact, is it called Call of the Mummy? I think that's supposed to from the hand though. It's been a while since I looked at some other zombie support, but dude, that's insane. Alright, so this is another card. I actually did kind of go over this card when we showcased them, but we'll go over all of them in just a second here. I think we've got one more last duel to kind of check out for this archetype, maybe 1 or 2 more duels. What is this new? The Predaplant Hydra. I'm guessing no one plays this, so we're here to check out the Mayakashis. Oh, you know what? This guy is a tag duel between 2 players. But yo, thank you Magus for sending this in so early. But let's see if it's a 1v2 carry, because I like seeing that where one deck is so good, let's swap it over to his side of the field. But it looks like he's going to go ahead and summon Hajun. Hajun's going to special summon the Daki, and then from here it's just... Okay, so they got another card that we haven't looked at. This is Mayakashi Revolt. So you take a Mayakashi from your deck, except for Revolt, add it to your hand, or send it to the graveyard. Okay. So really what it comes down to, is it going to... Wait, you can... Okay. Wait, you can have 2 of those? What the... Oh, okay, no. It looks like both of them are proccing their effect. You can only control 1. Okay. I was like, dude, can you just summon triple of these every single turn? Oh, okay, that would be insane. But it is still pretty good. That is really good. Yeah, that's still very viable. To just like, I think it's unfair just to be able to like go for their effects. But like this effect has the effect where if a synchro monster whose level is 11 or destroyed by battle by its card effect while this card is graveyard, so you banish one. Oh, okay. So I think the goal is to make... It is actually to make the boss monster. He wasn't just making that because... I guess that's what he wanted. You want to make the big boss monsters, and when that monster goes away, you resummon the other... Ah, okay. So, when a level 11 is destroyed by a card effect while this card's in the graveyard, you can activate the effect where you can banish another zombie from your graveyard and then you special summon it. And when this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you destroy a monster. So one destroys spell and trap, one destroys monsters, and the bigger boss monsters kind of just there as, I would say, more of like a just... Wait, hold on. We're looking at the wrong deck. What happened to the other? Okay, this is the level 11 one. So this one, when it comes back, it's unaffected by other face-up cards. So it doesn't really stun your opponent too much. It's just like you can't really touch him. He's got 3,300 attack. But then when he dies, you're gonna bring out another monster that does something. That's kind of interesting. And then the Tengu, when a 9 is destroyed, you get to banish another zombie in your graveyard, and then you get to what is his effect? This is the destroy spell and trap. That's Tengu's effect. Okay, we want to. Okay, what's the train's effect? So if a train, his requirement is, well, dude, he just summoned a bunch of monsters with a lot of attack. All right, so his effect is, so it's the same effect where if something is, if a synchro monster who is level 5 is destroyed, you can summon this card. So his effect is that you can make monsters unable to be destroyed by battle this turn. That sounds a little bit mediocre, but I see how the deck wants to operate. It's like this card goes into this card. So once you get rid of one, it goes into another card, which goes into another card, which goes into another card. However, it has to be destroyed by battle or by opponent's card effect. So obviously, if you're playing against the deck, just make Castell, right? Like that super should counter the deck. Although I want to say most people like don't have room for certain things anymore. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over like the, oh, this is the wrong one. We need the Mayakashis here. This is what we wanted to check out here. So here is the deck. Oh, you know what card we didn't really go over, which was the Link Monster. I did cover it in a previous video, but it probably is pretty important to cover it. I mean, it was summoned multiple times, but anyways, you can only control one of them. The summon requirements for her is going to be 2 Mayakashi monsters. You can only control one of her. But anyways, once while this card points to a Synchro monster, opponent monster cannot target this card for attacks. If your Synchro summon monster is destroyed by battle by card effect, while this monster is face up on the field, you target one face up monster on the field. Its attack and defense become half its current attack and defense until the end of this turn. You can only use this effect of it once per turn. Okay, so basically you use this basically to have multiple cards, and then when they get rid of the other card, because remember they can't attack her, you're going to be able to have something, so maybe they won't be able to get over her unless they have like plus 4,000 attack, you know? So, not too bad, but anyways, let's go over to the deck profile. Would like to know your guys' thoughts here. Only one Book of Life. I feel like you just max out Book of Lives in this deck. I don't know, though. But anyways, so we have 3 copies of Skeleton. We actually didn't go over his effect, but oh, actually, we did. This is the one where you discard one, you special summon one from your hand. Okay, so that's him. All their effects are only like once per turn, and they all have that effect where you can only go for Mayakashi, so I'm not going to mention that. Mizuki, that's bread and butter and zombies, banisher, summon another one. And then we have the Shiranui Spirit Monster, so this lets you summon another Shiranui from your hand, banish it on this field. But if this card is banished, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. This card is more than likely used for where you're banishing these cards for their effects to come back. You're going to be able to actually banish this guy and pop a card. That's actually pretty nice. And then we have 3 copies of Shafu, so this is one that lets you take one in your graveyard, special summon it, which can proc their effects, but their effects are negated. But it can still be kind of just there as, again, just targets. When they're destroyed, you get another card anyways. And 3 Ash Blossom and 3 copies of Daki. Daki's insane. That was the card that kept on coming back. And then we have the Shukashi over here. So, anyways, you can only control one of them, but if your Mayakashi monster, except for itself, is destroyed by a battle by opponent's card effect while this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon it. So it's basically just another extra card you can use, I guess, as a stepping stone for, of course, everything else. And then we have the Hajun, so that's the special summon one monster from your deck. Now, the Book of Life special summon one from the graveyard, we have 1-for-1 Raigeki, Foolish Burial, Monster Reborn, 3 copies of Revolt, which just lets you just basically, it's Foolish for the deck, or add it to your hand. That's insane. It's a Rhoda or Foolish. That's really good, dude. They have 3 copies of Zombie World. Is that just for this? I'm not, okay, maybe you guys can tell me why. Is there a reason why we need Zombie World? I feel like it's just, like, it's unnecessary, right? Anyways, next up we have Swallow Slash. So you tribute a zombie monster, target 2 cards on the field, banish, and then banish a Shiranui monster. I don't know how I feel about that card, honestly. This is definitely a good card. I just don't know about these cards. I feel like, because then you have to banish one from your deck, which I guess will then let you pop one, but maybe if you already go through them. I don't know, maybe it's not that bad. But I just don't really feel like Zombie World is actually necessary in the deck. But it does make everything zombie, so I guess you can banish your... Wait, this card is already a zombie! What? Why do we need it? That's still... What? Alright, someone tell me why we're playing Zombie World. Is it actually, like, required in here? But anyways, extra deck. We got the 2 copies of the Icicle. Then we have 3 copies of the... I'm going to call it Train, alright? I don't know. These names would probably change anyways. Then we have 3 copies of the Poison Mayakashi. Oh, did we go for this effect? So this is another card that I don't think we went over. But if a 9 Synchro monster is destroyed in battle by opponent's card effect, you can special summon it by banishing a number of zombie type. But this one lets you destroy a spell and trap. Wait, I'm sorry. I went over the wrong one. I think I accidentally moused over. Okay. So this is a 7 is destroyed. You get to actually special summon this card from the graveyard. Then you can have each player send the top 3 cards of their deck to the graveyard. Okay, so it's like a Life Sworn effect where it's like, oh, it's destroyed, Minerva, whatever. You just send some extra stuff, maybe send some free cards. That's actually pretty good. So this guy lets you be immune to card effects. This guy pops the monsters. This guy pops Spell and Trap. This guy lets you mill 3. And then this guy lets you make it so they can't be destroyed via battle. And then this card makes it so you have to not attack her, and then she can have something. Okay, that's pretty cool. Anyways, that's the Mayakashi, guys. Let me know what you thought of it. Do you guys think the deck is good? Do you think it's bad? I think it definitely has a little bit of potential, but like all you do is Castell, and then what do they do? Right? Like, I don't know. Unless they've got multiple copies of Book of Life, it's pretty easy for them to make this, but the deck doesn't stun at all, right? I feel like if your deck doesn't stun, you best OTK, but all you're going to do is make this card and then make the other card. But I guess with Book of Life, if you special summon a card that pops this, I don't know. I just think I would rather play Book of Life than Zombie World. But that's my take on it. Let me know if you guys would change anything down below in the comment section below. But thanks for watching, guys. And yo, shout out to my homie Magus. You sent it in so fast. I mean, I was legitimately going to make a video about all these cards, but you got gameplay of it, so why wouldn't we do gameplay? But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks in action, like the Mayakashis. And if you guys got any cool replays, just like Magus. Shoutouts to you, Magus, by the way. But if you guys got any cool replays, send in. I'll give you a shout out. If any new or crazy decks that just aren't even new, but it's a crazy idea, we got a Karibo OTK coming up pretty soon that I will share. So make sure you're subscribed to check that out when it's out. Alright, guys, ranted long enough. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'm signing out.